Now, I'm by no means a diehard Ninja Turtle fan, but I do enjoy the films as well as the games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of Ooze was the first TMNT movie I watched, and it was also my first introduction to the controversial rapper Vanilla Ice.
Yo, it's the Green Machine, gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down? Slamming and jamming to the new swing sound.
I loved that movie as a kid, and it stuck with me to this day. I'm not sure if you were around during that arcade craze or if you lived through it. Maybe you weren't around at all. You know that generation, right? Lasted from the early 70s to the late 90s. Maybe you're like me and grew up towards the end of that gen. But regardless of your answer here, this game is the definition of blast from the past. So many good memories tied up in the old school art style, at least for me anyway. And if you've never been to an arcade before, hearing the lights and laughter as well as the sounds of the machines and people around you having a genuinely good time, man, you are missing out on a truly unique experience. So enough of my rambling here, let's cowabunga straight into the video.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in the half shell. They are the ones who must fear some fighting cheese. The heroes in the half shell and their queen. When the evil shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut him no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja kings. Leonardo leaves Donatello does machines. Raphael's cool but rude. Michelangelo's a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in the half shell.
Now before we begin, this review is quite short because, well, there isn't too many moving parts involved in this game and it's not very long either. 16 levels in all, jam-packed with action. In between missions, you get to traverse the quirky 2D map, which is done very well and screams old school Mario. The name may be a bit of a mouthful, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, developed by Tribute Games and published by .emu. It's available on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, as well as the Nintendo Switch. Your main goal is obvious. Take down Shredder and his goons and save the city as the Ninja Turtles do, right? They give us 7 characters to play as. Donatello, Leonardo, which is the best of the Ninja Turtles, we can all agree on that, right? Michelangelo and Raphael. They even made April O'Neil and Master Splinter playable, and that's actually a really cool addition. And last but not least, they give us Casey Jones, which you're able to unlock for completing the well put together story mode, each having their own set of skills and movesets you can eventually master with enough crime fighting. Now speaking of the story mode, they give us the option of 3 different difficulty types, which are essentially easy, normal, and hard. The story can take around 3 hours to complete, and obviously longer if you're trying to beat all the challenges and gather up all the fun collectibles scattered throughout the areas. However, what it lacks in length, it makes up for in sheer 80s arcade action. Co-op here works well. You can play with up to 5 other friends, so that means 6 players kicking shell on the same screen for some silky smooth retro action. When you are playing with that many people, it can be quite easy to lose your character in all the fray, but a fun time regardless. The second and final mode is the arcade. This game mode is made for those of you like a tough competition and a tough challenge. Tough competition as in against the whole world basically, and not just your local arcade. In the arcade mode, you are given the chance to play through all the levels with a limited amount of lives and continues. This is the case until you either beat the game or run out of said lives and those precious continues. You don't level up in the arcade as you did in the story mode, as they give you most of the perks from the get-go. I say most as we are left without the extra life points and the perk to use multiple super moves in short succession. This game in all its retroness is a blast to play, regardless on if you are playing solo, with a group of randoms online, or sitting shoulder to shoulder with your friends on the couch. This light-hearted throwback fighter is a ton of fun. Now moving on to the audio. The sound effects here are spot on. Kicking, punching, dodging, and using special abilities all scream vintage, while at the same time also show how polished and well done the sounds are. They hit the 90s vibe square on the head here. I also really loved the music, as the soundtrack here is absolutely fantastic. I even found myself head bobbing throughout a few of the missions. The fun old school jams really were the cherry on top of a wonderful retro experience. Now this is on Game Pass. However, if you don't own an Xbox or have the best deal in gaming, the $25 price tag seems fair. As there is replayability here, I just see it getting old quite fast if you aren't interested in maxing out the characters or 100%ing the game. With that being said, after completing the game once and then playing as Casey Jones for a couple of hours in the arcade mode, I have no desire to really jump in and play through it again. However, I'd have no issues booting this game up with a group of friends and kicking some shell for a couple of hours. So at the end of the day, this game is just good old-fashioned beat-em-up fun for anyone, friends or family, Ninja Turtle fan or not. Each character is enjoyable to play as and learn the moves as you progress your way through the levels. This is the game you break out when your friends are over, and I firmly believe this game rivals all the best beat-em-ups on the market. While it may be short, this game is superbly well done in every aspect. It will keep you coming back for more, and any Ninja Turtle fan should be delighted to get their hands on it. So I hope you all enjoyed this super short review, and I look forward to catching all of you in the next one. Bye for now.